No, you told me several times. Why is there another guy in this field? Hmm. Ah, that. I like to wear my clothes as I would if I was in the situation. They could. I mean, he didn't have a penis, but he could. When he came out, I was like, wait a minute, is it going to all of a sudden no penis? No, Ken doll status. Okay, it didn't float the same way like the pods. What is that? Yeah, not so obviously. Make sure I am. Well, this is my bash and like getting there for damage type thing, and then this other set, which that is the spear that I was talking about, is my more so speed based set. hmm I keep that sword with the little red jewel in it for speed, and on the other one I keep my spear for speed. Oh, you only get the katana? Oh, okay. That makes sense. Interesting. That was gracious.
Performance at regular intervals appreciated.
These places look familiar. One looks like the amusement park, one looks like the desert, and one looks like the forest. Let's keep our eyes open next time we're in any of those areas.
Oh, what's that red area over there? Bar for requests that I completely forgot about. That's excellent. Oh wow, there's so many more robots out here now. Are they hostile? Yep. Down there's over 20. Well, it's probably not on a Sunday. Or do you mean tomorrow as far as Monday in perspective of it's technically Sunday now? I doubt it's going to come in today. It's probably going to take, I'm going to say it's probably going to take Tuesday. Oh, it's fine. That's typical bank stuff and everything. I mean, if you did, it probably would have just possibly taken longer anyway. Because then you would have waited until like Monday. And then you waited till Monday, there's a chance that it still would have taken it 3 days, which will push it to Wednesday. Yeah, I'm doing pretty decent enough for it.
Hang on, 2B. This machine is still alive.
So destroy it.
Maybe we should hold off. Its main drive has been trashed, so there's no way it can attack us. And we might be able to learn something interesting if we study it.
I'm really afraid when you talk about that. I'm afraid I'm going to look at my bank account and just, like, wig out. And I really, like, think of it as a certain quantification, just, I mean, I'm not used to getting stuff from anybody in general, so... I'm glad that I can provide that for you. I'm only doing basically what just comes from my heart. Well, I mean, I consider anything that you put your heart to being from that, so... I want to get on his head. That's rude. Ah! Yep, and I just fell off. I've almost killed myself with that free fall. Oh, okay. I've been wondering about that. How do I talk to you? Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, that's what I was doing. I even started trying to hit it with the, like, hammer skill to see if it would pop open. Oh, okay. Oh, God. Well, I have a lot of... Oh, no, it probably still won't matter. I probably have to wait. I have a lot of movement speed ups on my current chipset. Yeah. I love racing in games, so I'll probably eventually just make a chipset just fully dedicated to that. Pristine screw.
Target location data obtained. Marking on map.
You know, I'm still not
Performance at
sure any
regular
of this is a
intervals
good idea.
appreciated.
The more data we have, the better, right?
Huh. Speaking, I do have a curiosity about something. If I can't find it. Yeah. Well, I'll have to keep those speed sounds on standby. I'm not fine. I figure he'd be like fast as fuck because just trying to catch the one that guides you to the robot village, he's friggin' fast as crap. I cannot find it. Ah, there it is. I've been passing it this whole time. Machine cores. Are those only good for selling? I was going to say, I made the correlation here that when it says can be exchanged for money, it's usually their way of telling you, hey, this has no, like, relevance to any kind of crafting or story or anything. That's what I like. That's the main thing that's made. That's creepy as fuck. You can't just be standing in the shadow like that, dude. Save the submachine on blast. Wait, does it like? Is it just a question of my morals if I accept it, or like?
Alert. Signal code detected.
Okay, and then the question comes in later.
Marking approximate location
Okay,
on map.
okay. I've never seen one of those before. Oh, this one's like a friggin' helicopter type thing. Goodness gracious, y'all. So much higher friggin' level. Oh! Oh, goodness gracious. God, he hurts. Yeah, about that. Yeah, I've been Father Servo. Father Servo's a dick. So far, I've beaten Father Servo every time. I got him up to like 35, but I'm not about to try to contest him any further than that because he went from like 15 to 35, so I would hate to see what level he's at now. Goodness gracious. Does he kill you or does he stop before he kills you? I might I might try to contest him just to see. Oh! Goodness gracious. He's freaking... He is fucking aggressive. said, it's not this like just a secret badass.
Requested plug-in chip obtained.
Mm-hmm. Goodness gracious. Oh, yeah, maintenance. You know, funny thing about that, when they give you, like, if you check your vibration settings whenever he's, like, doing that bit of maintenance, and you refuse and say, like, you didn't, like, feel the vibration or anything, he starts moving further down your body, like, the more you refuse the, like, you decline and say your controller isn't vibrating. And, like, he got to a point where he started touching, but he didn't tell you where he was touching anymore. Before he said he was touching your shoulder, okay, I'm going to touch your arm. And then, like, after that, he's like, okay, I guess I'll give it a shot. And then he, like, you vibrate, and, like, he's like, how about now? And I said yes to that one, but I wonder what he would have done if I said no. I would too. What's that? Hilarious. That's gonna be freaking hilarious. Why is this area red? I probably haven't. No. That's a really ominous body that's sitting there. Okay. Interesting. I was wondering why it got so damn quiet. You know, I really, and I hate to, like, you're creeping in on my game, and I hate to do, like, dilly-dallying stuff while you're doing it, but I really am curious to go back into this rig, because it seems like it's the exact same rig from when you were, like, first playing the game, and it just happened to crash and land here. So I'm really curious to go back through it. Yeah, like, that's what got me. Like, after I was playing, I was like, wait, Luke said it was simulation. I think this actually happened. Yeah, it happened then, before 9S got your data uploaded. And that's why, like, they just basically put your data in another body and was like, hey, you died, but, mission's complete, so. Yeah, that's what he explained. Which kind of makes me trust him more, but at the same time, I still feel like I'm kind of weary of 9S. By the way, this is where I, got the friggin' achievement at. Yep, like that. Ah! Sneaky fuckers. Yo. Yeah, I always have just a friggin'... Oh, I didn't know you could melee the darker ones. Wow! I've just been, like, dodging the darker ones. That fight with the opera boss, when she starts spewing them out in spirals, I literally just dodged everything. I didn't shoot or, like, melee any of those. I wonder if these bodies I'm finding died at the beginning of the game during these parts, or if they came back here and were killed by something. Oh, they definitely came back here and were killed by something. They definitely came back here. I knew it was something more behind this factory. There is just some... Whoop, whoop. Nope, nope. Get out of that. Am I above you? Yes, I'm above you. Oh, of course. You're getting a better show than what Allie got. Although Allie probably got enjoyment out of seeing me horrified. That horror game that I'm playing is a pixelated horror game. And it basically takes point from the perspective of a guy who's trying to make a new life for himself. And he got a job as a security guard in a new town. Well, in that town... Bring your ass over here. Come on. Come on. In that town, basically it's just an empty town, small town, everybody knows everybody. It's a lot based off of Silent Hill as far as the town and everything goes. But everybody knows everybody, etc., etc. It's very small. Nothing ever happens here kind of town. And, basically your job, I mean, your whole point of the game, literally this is your point of the game, is just do your job. Just live your life, do your job. All the horror aspects of the game will come. You don't know when they're going to come. And they don't happen the same any playthrough. Like, they're always different depending on the playthrough. But it'll come. Just do your job. And I was doing my job. And for 4 days of doing my job, nothing crazy happened. So, 8 of, like, weird, crazy experiments and stuff that were happening. And, it wasn't enough to really get any kind of definitive idea of what's going on there or anything, but it was just weird. So, after, like, my 5th day, I'm going and I, like, they do everything very well for, like, a 2D side-scroller horror game. Like, this game has a story and a theme and realism about it that I wish they would turn into an actual, like, 3D full-on game. But I was going into work to relieve Buck, who is the guy who's basically my manager and works this day shift before me. Yeah, I work the night shift. Lucky me. But I go in to relieve Buck, and he's sitting in the office and everything, and he's talking about, like, how boring the job is, nothing ever happens here, etc., etc. And then the power goes out. And the game is realistic, so if you're having conversations with people, you can still move around and do stuff and everything. So the power goes out, and I can't see anything anymore, so I immediately turn my flashlight on and run and hide behind Buck. And Buck is like, oh, this happens all the time. It's just, this building's crap, and this is just a normal thing that happens. Just go out to the warehouse, and like the whole time he's saying, like, warehouse, and like it's behind the building, behind the building, past the apartment complex. Yeah, this building and this town is so small that you don't have locker rooms or anything at work. You have an apartment complex that acts as a dormitory for everyone that works there. And it's literally behind the building through the woods. and like go out behind the building to the warehouse and just fix the fuses and everything will be fine. So I'm like, sure, Buck, you're just gonna leave me here with this, Buck? You're not gonna go and do that before you leave, Buck? And Buck starts leaving, saying he's going home. So I start chasing behind Buck. Buck disappears, gets in his car, and drops off. So I'm like, so you just left me here. Check the clock. I got 3 hours. 3 hours in that game for a shift is technically 3 minutes in reality. Why are they just walking around like that? So I've got 3 hours, quote unquote 3 minutes. So I'm like, I'm going home. So I leave. I literally walked out of work while the power's out, went to the apartment complex, and the power's out. Turns out this building and everything is so small that the generator for the building is the generator for the apartments. So I can't do anything, because now if I want to just play coy, then that means I have to go to my apartment in pure darkness and with only my flashlight. So I'm like, yeah, I'm not doing that. It's time to go fix this fuse box. So I go outside to fix the fuse box, and as I go to fix it, y'all hostile. But as I go to fix it, all of a sudden, I realize that it's a puzzle game to fix the fuse box, and it's kind of confusing. I'm used to puzzles like that, but it's been so long since I've done it that my brain is kind of like not exercised up to it. So I'm sitting there my entire shift trying to fix that fuse box. I never get it right. So I triggered a random event where if you don't fix the fuse box by the end of your shift, you have to play as Buck. And Buck's upset because he can't go to sleep because the power is still out and everything, so he goes to fix the fuse box. My character is not there when he goes to fix the fuse box. So when he goes to the warehouse, he starts saying, wait, no, who are you? Who are you? Why are you here? And then he just dies. You just hear a splatter sound. Oh, I didn't think you were hostile, buddy. I'm sorry. And he just gets splattered. And your character has a dream that Buck died and you're in the police station being questioned about it. And then you wake up. And then when you get up and go to the warehouse just to check on Buck, he actually did die. And this chick that works as a maid usually, and oddly has no emotions, she's very stoic and robotic-like, basically tells you, Buck's dead. And you're like, what? And they're like, yes, the authorities found his body. He was mangled by some animal the other night. It's a horrible thing, but I left his body there because eventually the authorities or so-and-so will clean it up if they need any evidence or anything. So your character's like, so what's gonna happen? And she's like, oh, well, life carries on. I'll be taking over his shifts at the office for now. And I'm like, wait, how does a maid just take over shifts as a security guard? Like, how do you just instantly just jump into that role? What? And then she just walks off, and I'm like, her name is Eve. I really think there's something up with Eve. But, so Eve walks off, and I'm like walking behind Eve like, Eve, you just gonna leave this unsaid, unspoken? Like, nothing just happened? And then she just disappears. So I'm like, okay, that's creepy. Apparently people in this town can just apparate from sight at random, but cool. So I go in to check on Buck's body. No animal killed Buck. Buck is mangled, his rib cage is open and exposed, and he's been wedged between two turbines in the generator room. Like, Buck did not get killed by an animal. So I continue to do my shifts at work. And literally at this point, I'm so freaked out that I'm like, you know what? You want me to do my job? I'm going to do my job. And I sat in the office the whole shift. The next day, somebody has a complaint about weird, suspicious activity going on in the lab office upstairs. I stayed in the office. And then, oh my goodness, y'all just came up out of nowhere, didn't you? And then, I'm trying to talk, but that ambush took me by surprise. Well, that's good to know. But, fuck, what was I saying? Oh, so I was doing my shift. Nothing weird happens. And then I go to my apartment. And every time you go to your apartment and go to sleep, you have to, like, go through the daily routine of, like, waking up, going to work. You have to go to the wardrobe, put your uniform on, and then leave the apartment, walk to work, etc., etc. As I put my uniform on and get ready to leave the door, a red light comes on in my bathroom. And my character's like, what's that red light? And the moment he said that, I was like, what red light? Go straight out the door to work. So, nothing creepy has happened to me personally yet. I forgot all these robots are being mass produced in here. They kind of threw me off for a moment. But nothing, I wonder if I can do. Oh, I didn't know I could kill them. I don't even know if I want to kill them. I know what's happening here. They're harvesting humans and putting them in robots. These are vegetable people. It really does. Oh, they're not aliens, they're people. Soylent Green is people. I'm afraid of this factory. Man, it still messes with me. I want to, like, I tear up every time I think about the ramifications. When you go in to fight Adam, and that robot is rocking an empty crib back and forth. And I'm just like, if there are baby minds in these robots, I'm going to break down. Is that what they were doing? I noticed. I didn't know that's what they were doing. I feel naive now. 'Cause literally, I was so hurt. Babies mess with me on a personal level. Because, like, things from my past I'm not sure I'll talk to you about. But when I saw that crib, that shook me completely. And then after I saw the crib, I saw one of the robots on the ground throwing a tantrum. And I froze up. And I was like, is that a baby? Like, are they babies? Oh, fuck, they're babies. I'm gonna fucking tear up. Oh, they're fucking babies. They're fucking babies. I'm trying so hard to make light of this and not tear up. Yes. Oh, God, thank you. I literally was tearing up. Whew. Actual human infants. Okay. Whew. Yeah, I had to turn around. I was like, wait a minute, that box is familiar. But they are robot infants, aren't they? They're at the infancy of their programming. What did I just do? Why did everything go black? Okay. I over scrutinize everything in games like this. Yeah. Huh. That's interesting. Okay. Whew. I freaking snapped when another game did that. There was a game, I forget what it was, but they had like these soldiers that were like basically gimped up and sedated to where they couldn't really think for themselves, and the only thing they could really do is fight whenever they were given a certain command. And I found out that some of these soldiers were like basically just children and babies who were like just brought up and just drugged and freaking sedated down to the point where like all they were mindless killing machines, because you know there's that whole theory about children are always more malleable in thought than adults because they're so young and impressionable. And then when you figure out that like they're freaking babies and infants and stuff, and there was a decision that they made you make where like one of them was about to kill this woman, and you basically have to choose like kill him or kill her, and in my moment of duty, I killed him with no hesitation whatsoever. Like, it didn't even get the moment for the timer to start on the decision. I instantly shot him in the head. And then when I figured that out, I snapped. And then there's a moment where you fight the main guy who was like, there's one guy who basically commands everyone in the army and the organization that has to do with that. And then there's another guy that's the scientist that actually did it. And like, the scientist dude tells you later on, like, he has a family, he was just doing what he was told to do, like, if he didn't do it, they kill him, etc., stuff like that. I didn't care. He talked about his family, and what is that over there in that building? Why are they? That's just how far my eye goes where I see things in the background. But he started, yeah.
Signal code detected for missing plug-in chip. It is
Oh
likely
God,
the
I don't
possession
think I
of
like
machine
them.
life form.
Oh, not doing good with that right now. But there was a point where like he talks about his daughter and he has a family and he was just doing what he had to do to survive, blah blah blah. And like his daughter, even like he makes you like think that he's lying about it, and he's like, I'm not lying about it. I was going to escape this place and actually go live with my family and be at peace with it and everything. And like it shows his daughter and his wife on the ship, like looking at you and him tussle the whole time. I looked straight at his daughter and his wife and killed him right in front of his daughter and his wife. Oh. Thank you.
Requested plug-in chip obtained. Alert. The specifications of this
It's
plug-in
so
chip
that's
are
a
unusual.
big ass boy outside.
This chip is a model used exclusively by Yorha units.
Have
There
I
is no
ever
reason for a
told
non-Yorha android to possess it.
you're a
Is your
unit?
only chip?
Why does an android? Why does a robot have a unit? Well, it's one of those things that I like don't really mind talking about. It's just one of those kind of things that is always bothers me. No. My L2 does like that auto chips thing. L3? Oh, R3. Yeah, L1 is my abilities. R3. I might. Reset camera, auto control, heavy light, action, jump, shortcuts. System menu, mm-hmm. See? That's what self-destructing looks like. I'm not gonna do it, but mm-hmm. Really? And I'm changing it to normal. Because at first I was just doing normal to kind of get used to the system and like take in the story a bit. But now the combat is like to a point where I'm like, okay, I gotta get it. Oh, they take the auto chips out of the game completely? Does that mean that my skills have opened up? Oh wow, I wasn't using that many auto chips in the first place, was I? Oh, I'm thorough when it comes to this kind of stuff. My entire, like, idea, when it comes to games that have levels and enemies have levels and stuff, my entire premise at the beginning is to be as overpowering and dominating as I possibly can at the beginning. In Dark Souls 1, I didn't even go on the New Game Plus. When everyone went to New Game Plus, they were like level 80. When I went to New Game Plus, I was level 380. Dark Souls 1 goes up to 752. When I finished playing Dark Souls 1, I was level 558. At the beginning of the game. Oh.
Targets are rogue units 22B and 64B, currently designated for detention.
They come for us, idiot! Prepare to engage and inform the captain! Got it.
Inform the captain.
You're both currently wanted
Do
by
we
Commander.
have to fight?
Disengage and surrender immediately. Shut your trap!
Do we have to fight? If I refrain from attacking you. It doesn't look like you're going to give me much leeway on that. Oh, I didn't know I could taunt you. Sorry. I didn't know if they're going to cut any slack. Yeah. That's so much better. Targeting. Oh, I didn't know that.
Hold up! The captain is ordering a retreat! Understood!
I'll let you retreat for now.
They got away.
Oh, you can't chase him down and kill him? That's interesting. Why would rogue your agents have to report to a captain? There has to be. There has to be some pre-designated military that they've already, like, annulled themselves into. I feel so bad about killing those robots. Just all of them. Okay. That's usually what I do. Like, usually if they're not a hostile robot, I won't attack them. That's about right. There we go. That's what I did too. Like, I went into that square area and saw that chest, and I was like, there's no way that's not a trap. And then I went in there and went bird's eye view. Yeah, and I was like, okay, that's a trap, dude. Why is he so much bigger? Hey, buddy, I'm gonna need you to calm down. Oh boy. Yeah, I witnessed the glory. Ah! Son, did he just backflip and roll up and, oh my goodness. What the fuck? Oh my god. Just attack non-S. Just attack non-S. No, please don't bring that here. Okay. I do nothing but 2s and 1s to him. Holy crap. And my laptop restarts. Oh! Ah, you're gonna teach me how to dodge real soon. I concede. Is it possible to concede defeat? Oh! Let me off the rooftop, dude! You don't know what's down here? It's kind of cinematic how he knocked me off the roof and now I'm looking up there in that sunglass there. Yeah, at that point I wasn't about to go on trying to fight him. Like, I could just tell that it was a futile effort at that point and I'd end up spending more recovery items than anything. Yeah. That's my whole thing behind it too, because I haven't died yet, and I'm just like, nah, I'm not about to just. You're gonna have to work for it. Why are y'all red? Interesting movesets you have. Oh! Ooh. Oh, y'all are strong. Shit. And I died. Uh. Right. I mean, that's my first time that's the automatic one. Uh. Yeah, Dark Souls mode. Oh. Might as well grab those. God, yeah. I'm so noticeably slower. God, I don't even remember being this slow at the beginning of the game. Right now, I'm just kind of up in the air about it. I don't even know if she's actually going to go through with it. So, like, it's one of those type of things that I'm not going to get my hopes up about it, and then it turns into either something bad or, like, it just doesn't happen at all. So I'm just going to wait until it actually is in front of me for it, like, to feel anything about it. And I was going to say something else. Huh. Alright. There we go. It's gonna take more than that with the... You were the issue last time. Who's gonna follow? God dog, I only wanted one of you. Ah, that's the one that I didn't want. Good. Okay. Oh, y'all wandered yourselves over here, didn't you? That's what I wanted to do, divide and conquer. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. It takes one for me to learn, buddy.
Alert. Incoming message from command.
Why would command be interested in that?
All units, be on the lookout for a missing Yorha in the city ruins. This unit was in possession of several plug-in chips that contain classified information. I need you to seek out whatever intel you can regarding their current whereabouts and status.
Roger. chips with classified data, is it?
So he's getting the chips that have the classified data. But I don't even know. This is a very difficult decision. I don't even know if Command is good guys or not. I probably won't get any XP if I don't give it to him. Find out. Oh. Yes. I wonder if people try to put any symbolism to this, or if people just put something that sounds good. Oh, I didn't mean to fall off there, God. Oh, God. Really? Is he still there? Are they your level? Fuck. Are they normal enemies? Never mind. No, I'm good. Suicide bombers scared the crap out of me the first time I met them. Yes. My camera turned, and I was just like, why is my camera turning? Here screaming. Is that screaming out here? See one come over the hill. What the fuck is that? See a wall of them come over the hill. It doesn't even matter anymore. Bye. And at first I ran, and then I started running, and I was like, wait, I can run and shoot. It still gives me the option to give it to him. No. At this point, it's not even about morals. At this point, it's a matter of survival. And if you give those chips to a Yorha unit that's going to attack me later, then I'm not going to have any room to negotiate or fight back. If I knew what the other side, if I knew why her units were defecting, then it would be something else, but I have no clue why they're defecting, so I'm not about to give it to them. Oh. Okay. Oh, goodness. Why would you want to kill him? I mean, like this red area. Oh, that must be one of those UR unit things. Oh, actually, I think it's sending me to the sucking city right now. Florida City Recon. Okay. Okay. I'm wondering if it's like just telling me about that racing guy, like saying, hey, there's a guy with a quest in this vicinity. I wonder. Hey, buddy. Buddy. Can you halt? Thank you. Wait, but where are we racing to? Okay, I thought he just dashed off like, but where though? The finish line's over there. That's very specific. Ah, where the flag is being raised.
What is this?
Announces. It is a cave-in caused by the collapse of an open space underground.
Why is there such a huge cavern beneath the city?
I already knew where I was going to run the moment that I saw it. Not just yet. Let's see, we started down there. Oh, jumped. Come on. Can we not? Can we just not? Can we just not? Pole dancing. I hear you. See, over there. I don't know if I see where I could have cut it. We started up here. I wonder if... No, that would delay me too much. Yeah, that would delay me way too much. Ugh. It does seem dickish. Oh, I'm gonna give him a minute before I do it again. I'm trying to think about where I'm at now. That's gotta be... Yeah, that's Sifu. We're just gonna call him Sifu. What you want? I really feel like that thing's a dick and not a tail. Because he certainly tries to slap you with it enough times. Oh. Oh. It really is. Right? Like, I really feel like I'm getting dick slapped here. Kinda curious about this one too, but is it because she makes you risk your life in ridiculous scenarios? Sound about right. I don't think I'm gonna like this at all. Ah! I forgot I can't do that. Ah! Wait, I'm not supposed to get slapped? I'm not supposed to get hit off? Well, fuck. Hey, what if I cheat? Just saying, this cannot continue. I'm losing. It took so dang long for it to do that. That whole this cannot continue thing really bothers me. God dog it, man. I thought he was swinging at non-S. Interesting. Let's try that once more, but we're failing. Really, dude? From that far off. At least I'm getting XP for it.
Requested mission completed.
It wasn't that bad once I actually got the hang of it. I'm sure it's gonna freaking... She's probably gonna fill that whole spot up. Oh, lovely. In 30 seconds or less. Fuck me. Dang it. I did not mean to do that, but screw it. Ah, 2B, you take so long to swing.
Requested mission completed. Report. No damage detected.
This is a good spot to pick up XP and stuff because people are always dead over here. Sound about right. Wipe those enemies out and don't take any. You are your name. You are your name. Ah, yeah, that's not. I'm good. I won't be a dick. I will be just as much of a jackass and do my initial strategy, but it would consist of me taking damage. Oh. Oh yeah, lovely. Ooh, never seen that before. Never get one chance. Really now.
We can use this screw to repair that big machine.
Oh, you're the one that had the screw. I've also been wanting to explore this desert a lot more, but I keep feeling like I'm gonna run into something that I really probably have no business running into. Good, I'm gonna immediately go into the area that I was curious about. Yes. Oh yeah, that's an area that he has to hack into, isn't it? Huh. Cataclysmic. Cursed, Chagric. So that just makes me wonder if he's evil even more. Already been in this area. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. Okay, guess not. I was charging those up out of paranoia, but... I miss not wearing clothes. Come on, come on. Never have it. There you go.
So if we use those numbers from the resistance camp as coordinates, yeah, we're pretty much standing right on top of whatever they're pointing to.
Was what mean? As an actual me or to be? What did I say? Interesting. Oh, you're level 30. Why are you level 30? Hey, I need him. No, no hula hoops. No hula hoops. No. Stop it. Ow. Interesting. don't know how I feel about that. That's discerning. They have human memories, don't they? They have human memories. That's exactly what it is. You revisited the spot that whoever this guy is died in, and now you're upset that they died, just like the person who was there before did. The carriage and the baby was before the collapse. It all hit me now. Kinda, but I'm more so fascinated at that. It makes sense about the memory alloy, though. They're reliving it. Did Yorha do this to them? Yorha did this to them, and this whole thing is a cover-up, isn't it? It's a cover-up. I'm giving the data to the Resistance. But none of this changes the fact that you are trying to kill the shit out of me. Change. Initiate ability, please, please, please. What was that? Did I clash with him? Owie. I said owie. I said owie. Okay, I usually fight unlocked because of Dark Souls tendencies, but this is starting to get a little bit too bouncy in this close quarters. Cast in the name of God, ye not guilty. How did you not die?
Han,
Thank you.
analyze this machine.
Huh? What for?
Did I analyze it? Shut up.
Professional curiosity.
Analysis. This machine lifeform's comrades were destroyed. Driven by that grudge, it lured a resistance member to this location. It then proceeded to destroy him.
Are you saying this thing wanted revenge?
Oh, come on now. That concept is far too complex for a machine.
For us to be such scientific beings, we sure are ignoring the conclusive evidence that we've been getting.
This corpse. I wonder if it's the let's check his memory. Seems this one came here looking for revenge as well.
I guess the weaker one lost.
He came here looking for revenge because it was initially his memory. I understand. You see, this is where I would turn into a bad guy instantly in the middle of this game.
Telling that woman what happened to her friend.
It's the truth. She'd have to know.
No matter what that truth actually is.
They said that the body of the guy that was there came looking for revenge too, and I was like, yeah, he came looking for revenge because this was initially probably his memory, and the other thing just relived it. And I was like, you see, this is the kind of thing that will make me turn into a bad guy at the beginning because I'm already starting to kind of piece this together. In retrospect, running around in this is probably a lot more comfortable in the desert than running around in that dress. Yeah, that's true. I guess when I was in high school playing football, it just kind of broke me of that. Yeah, I didn't think about the fact that you have a far lighter complexion than I do. Yeah. Oh, goodness. I always heard of that condition, but never knew anybody that actually had it. Yeah. I checked my that achievement really quick. It was an achievement for having 100,000 in my possession. At the very beginning of the game, sat and fished for an hour straight and sold all my fish. Like, usually I constantly go to the lake right outside the camp and fish so I can sell some. There's two of you out here now. That's interesting. Never seen you do that. You're big on projectiles, aren't you? Really does. I think it's the outfit.
attitude confirmed. Your affinity with this pod has risen.
I just like petting my pod at random. I don't know why. I feel like my pod appreciates random affection. It probably doesn't at all, but... You just spin your finger on the touchpad.
Proposal. Continue to provide care for this pod.
I almost certainly will. This game has me very interested in what the first one was like. Probably not. It'll trigger some things, but like not to an extreme. Yeah. Mm. One 10B record phone.
Target location data obtained. Marking on map.
Did you learn anything from the factory data?
Just how it was manufactured. Pretty boring, actually.
There's still a lot about machines that we don't understand. Gather as much data as you can, no matter how irrelevant it may seem.
Got one of those big ones outside here now. Oh, he's one of the ones that consists of the parts. Okay, I didn't realize there was a red thing over here. What level are you? 20. Okay, okay. So say you gonna blow up yet, buddy? that's what that.
Commencing.
Out of curiosity. Huh? No, you don't.
Catch confirmed.
If I've thrown stuff that far before, and I just go off of the sound. If I hear the lure go down, I'll pull it up. What's going on up here? Why must you attack me? Not complaining, that's XP for me, but... Oh, I see it. See how effective it is against you. Probably not all just on your size. Yeah, it's a singularity that sucks them in. I just wasn't sure if it would like keep them in place or anything like that, or if it would be like any identifiable. Oh, whoa, that was a nice attack. If that'd be any identifiable way to see if it was keeping them in place since he's so big. Yeah, because it comes in like a second or so late on the stream. How did you die up here? Did you jump? Ah, you jumped. Because this is all the place that I almost died when I friggin' base jumped from here. Look at this. On this, yeah. Why are you here? Holy crap, they're 35. Shit. More than this? Oh goodness. Yeah, there's no way I can protect y'all, especially with how much damage you're taking. Yep, that's fucking with me.
Requested mission failed.
A little bit. Just back away from that for a moment. It's so crazy because it's like, it wouldn't even be like that big a deal, but they scream so urgently. Unfortunately, that's been a reoccurring factor in my past many times. Why y'all red? Shit. That is ridiculous. Yeah. Thank you. I'll get away from my damn fishing spot. Are you normal levels? You're not normal levels. The quest is over. That's ridiculous. Y'all really have no intentions of giving up. It won't pull you out of the air, apparently. That's good to know. I'm going to withdraw from this. I really want to hear what this thing has to say. see about those Yorha agents.
Alert. Targets are rogue units 22B and 64B, currently designated for detention.
Damn it! I'll kill you!
I've got a spirit like that too. What? I'm not sure if that was a glitch or if that was supposed to happen like that. Okay, enough of that.
Damn it! Damn you to hell!
Hmm.
2B, 64B. What the hell?
Alert. Target is former Yorha Captain 8B, currently wanted for desertion.
That's a captain, huh?
Proposal. Disable and detain at once.
You did this!
Please, you have to stop fighting.
Shut up! You don't know anything!
Yes, pretty ridiculous.
Unit 8B specializes in close quarters combat. Proposal. Destroy enemy with long-range attacks.
Destroy? What happened to detain?
But, no, I keep playing Dark Souls trying to lock on. Why she running back? Ah, okay. saw the circle icon and I came out of attacking and tried to press it. Can I access my items at this time? There we go. Type 40
All
lines.
units destroyed. Black box signals confirmed offline. Mission complete.
We... How did they steal from the Resistance in the first place? You think Anemone might know something, 2B?
Let's find out.
It's better than what I'm using. This iron pipe actually has a story. Okay, the story of the iron pipe is slightly more and more dark with each level. Tell me when you read it. Uh. Uh, this pipe con doesn't play any games. The pipe, kind of a strong weapon. I wonder what the last part of the pipe will be. I'm about to see if I have the material to find out right now. That sucks. Yeah, that's what it seems. Yep, not this shop. That makes me wonder what's the ancient overlord story. One day, a young girl in the village was sacked by bandits. To protect her family, she took up a dagger her father had found in the mountains and killed one of them. An act that shocked her family, but the bandits fled, never to return. 5 years passed, then 10, then 20. Though the family she protected began to grow, the girl never aged. Eventually, the other villagers began to shun her. I was about to say, that seems like a homage to the first one, is it? That's what I thought. Oh. Interesting. With them talking about she was shunned for the people noticing that she didn't age after 20 years, it's probably is kinda. Hmm.
So it turns out those soldiers didn't actually steal anything. Which means... what? 9S to command. Come in.
Operator 210 here. Go ahead.
It's about the Yorha soldiers who deserted.
Copy that, 9S. We've confirmed their status on this end.
No, but I mean... the Resistance says that none of their supplies are actually missing. So what's going on here?
I lack access to the data concerning this mission.
Huh?
The order came from the commander herself.
What? Operator, I don't understand.
Be careful, 9S. I have no further information.
Huh? Operator? Operator? The hell is that all about?
Let's go.
But...
We're here to fight. That's all.
Seems more and more like Yorha's betrayers or Yorha itself. Oh yeah, I know. Wasn't back. She's gonna kill herself, isn't she? Yeah, no, the sad music gives it away. And she's going to go get herself killed. Sounds about right. I'm curious. Why is everything so colorless here? I wonder if it's just because we're in space or... No, something's definitely wrong. Oh no, I mean with her, like she's like, is something wrong? No? Then carry on your mission. Like, no, something's wrong. I really want to talk to you about those URA agents. Yeah, fuck them. Yeah, I would definitely be going rogue rather quickly in this game. Hmm. Sounds about right. But we've been wrong a lot to her. Yeah, screw the inventor. I'm not doing his crap. Do you just have to basically do the highest bid each time? I wonder if it's worth it. If you ever do want to read a messed up manga, you should read Mirage of Blaze. Or watch it. It's also an anime adaptation. Like, that was where some of the beginning of my RP ideas came from. It's about, basically the Chinese or Japanese equivalent of exorcists. But let's say like back in the days of feudal Japan, there were these clans of warring exorcists that wanted to basically, some wanted to exorcise demons and spirits from earth and let them live in peace, and some wanted to harness the spiritual energy to gain enough power to basically break the veil to the point where they didn't need to do that and just seal the veil away like completely. So those clans of exorcists started to war against each other. But the whole point of everything is the way that they're basically immortal, technically. And the reason for this is whenever an exorcist dies, they don't completely die as long as they're sent off in the proper fashion by another exorcist. So, let's say one of the main clan is the Uesugi. And then there's another clan that's Takeda. And Uesugi, they're all based after like actual clans and everything. There's even references to Nobunaga as well. Yep. And this priestess died. This priestess was in love with another priest that was within the clan named Nobutsuna Naue. And the chick's name, the priestess, was Kagetera. And Kagetera was in love with Naue, and they were part of the clan. They were basically like prime targets because they were the strongest and top tier like leaders and everything. Kagetera dies, and Naue ends up having to send her off. And they don't tell you this at first. The only thing they tell you at first is there's this guy attending school, etc., etc. Weird disappearances and murders and stuff have been happening, and that's basically your main character. And then your school teacher, like, starts stalking you. And you don't know why the school teacher starts stalking this guy. He's just kind of like, every time something horrible or something weird happens, you somehow get lucked out of, like, getting killed by it. Like, the main character is constantly getting lucked out of being caught up as a horrible victim in these events. And for some reason, that school teacher is always there. So he thinks that the school teacher is manipulating these events somehow, and he's the reason they're going on, and he keeps surviving by the skin of his teeth. And the school teacher is constantly trying to kill him because he keeps surviving. You find out later that the school teacher has been saving him, and the entire time these events have been going on is because one of his classmates that he just made friends with has been trying to kill him through that. And the school teacher tells him, "Your chick." And he's like, "What?" It's like, you, and this may be hard to grasp because of the way you've lived your life all your life, you are the reincarnated spirit of an ancient priestess named Kagetera. You were killed in this time, so-and-so, so-and-so, and reincarnated through generations. And it is my job as a clansman of the Uesugi clan to rekindle your memories of being basically the whole being rekindled as an exorcist. So this whole like basically the entire plot of the story up to the first season and everything is training montage basically. Naoe trying to get well, I say Kagetera because they only refer to him as Kagetera most of the time because that's who he's truly supposed to be. So you hardly ever hear his, I'm gonna say, Earth-given name. So it's basically trying to train Kagetera, wasn't prepared for that. Is it gonna self-destruct? Yeah, like this is like it's kind of hard to like have any kind of skill with this. It's more so just swing and hope. That's a dick move, and this is only one. Goodness gracious. But basically, training montage trying to get Kagetera to accept that this is like the reality of the situation, and this is not just like the crazy bantering of a crazy school teacher, etc., etc. And once he does accept it, trying to get him basically fall into his new abilities and basically take up mantle as exorcist again. And then it starts getting weird. And then you start realizing Naoe is a little bit more invested in Kagetera than anything. And then Naoe tries to kiss Kagetera. Like, he couldn't help himself, he makes a move on Kagetera, and he freaks out because another dude, like, making a move on him. He doesn't tell him at first. Then he continues on at, it's one big mind game of emotions between these two. Like, it's half yaoi and half actual anime. And like, it's just a big... Yeah. It's like complete mind games between them for the longest. And eventually, it comes up when you start meeting the other clan members that... Is he doing what I think he's doing? Okay. Eventually, it comes up when you start meeting other clan members that everyone's kind of concerned that Naoe may be doing this and pushing Kagetera too hard because he has alternative interests in this. And his alternative interest being he's found the reincarnated spirit of the love of his life. Now he wants to hurry up and rekindle those memories and get her back. So Naoe is still madly in love with Kagetera, but Kagetera is currently a high school boy that has no clue, like, what of any of this is and what's going on. And it just keeps going wilder and wilder down this roller coaster. Eventually, at a point, Kagetera becomes, like, more in tune with his powers as an exorcist, the way that he was when he was, like, actually a priestess and everything. And I'm just gonna keep dodging you and shooting you, dude. And he basically gets to a point where he's basically just all powerful. Like, Kagetera was one of the most powerful priestess in the entire war between the clans. Like, she basically was a flagship as far as like members that you shouldn't mess with go. But the thing is, usually when you get that powerful, your memories come back and you're back to being that person. Kagetera overpowers his previous life's memories. And he still has his memories and a lot of his past life memories. But it's mainly just him as he was as a high school boy. And he starts getting cocky in that. Okay, I'll just checking all this stuff before I do. But he starts getting cocky and like airheaded about it, like a typical high school boy, and now he starts getting pissed. And he basically tells Naue, look, I don't have any feelings for you. Like, it's not going to happen. You need to focus on the clan and doing your job. Like, it's not going to happen. I'm stronger than you, too, so you can't, like, push any of those memories on me. And then Naue shows him, no, I actually can push those memories on you. Quite literally, actually. And he starts making Kagetora have flashes of those memories and emotions and everything. And Kagetora starts feeling violated because he makes him have flashes of those memories and emotions and stuff. And he actually starts feeling something. Like, not just, like, mentally, but emotionally and sexually as well. And he feels violated by that. So, like, they start having this point where they're basically as close as Naruto and Kakashi at the beginning. And then they start getting kind of pulled apart, and there's tension between them because Kagetora feels violated the fact that he's being made to feel these things. And it's constantly like a thing of Kagetora like having memory flashes, and then sometimes he just has memory flashes, but Naue is around, so he thinks Naue is being like cunning and conniving and just like putting this on him. And it begins like coming to a point where like he starts feeling so strongly for Naue that he starts crying and begging him to stop. Like, just stop. I don't want to feel these things, etc., etc., blah, blah, blah. I don't understand any of this, etc., etc., so forth. And he just doesn't. And then it gets to a point of... right? And it gets to a point where he's like, you are going to love me. You're going to remember who you are. You're going to rekindle your love. And we are going to be the same way that we are before. You may want to deny that you want to, but I know on the inside that you want to. And I'm going to bring that out of you one way or another. And eventually it gets to this point. Yes. Oh. No. Eventually, it gets to the point where Kagetora is sent off on a mission on a little, like, further off place, and the most qualified person, as far as, like, power ranking goes, has to be the one to send him off and be his personal bodyguard, etc., etc. And the ruse that they were going to use in the human world is basically Kagetora is this big-time, like, important person as to the CEO of this company, etc., etc., and they were going to fly him here, put him up in a hotel. He's going to attend this meeting and everything with this company that has been having some kind of involvement in the last couple of supernatural occurrences that have been happening.
Look at all these dead machines.
And Naue gets labeled up as his bodyguard. So they're at the hotel, and they have, like, alternate rooms and everything and stuff like that. And it's just one big tension thing between Kagetora and Naue, because like they're giving each other glares like, I don't want to be here, I don't want you here, fine, I don't want to be here type stuff. And it's just tense because they're the only two people here. Like, nobody else from the clan is here or anything. I'm going to finish this monologue before I step into this because I feel like this is going to be some shit. But and basically it comes down to a point where Kagetora is like in his room just basically trying to zone out and not like bother with the whole Naue thing and everything. And then he gets a knock at his door. And it's Naue. And he refuses to talk to Naue, etc., etc. And Kagetora has this thing where your sheer power, like your spiritual power, influences this thing called the tiger gaze. And his tiger gaze is basically, it's a tiger because that's the Uesugi's animal. It's different for every clan. But when you do that gaze, you're basically calling someone on their balls. It's basically a territorial stare down like it would be between animals. And whoever has more powerful spiritual energy is basically the one who dominates the other person, and they just shrink down and like give up. And he does that to Naue, trying to like use his power against him to like just be like, look, I'm stronger than you, I don't feel like talking to you, get out of my face. And Naue doesn't flinch whatsoever. And Naue stares back, and Kagetora is the one who's weaker in spiritual energy. And Kagetora shrinks up. And then Naue comes into Kagetora's room, and Naue rapes Kagetora. And it starts off as rape, and it still ends as, at first it's like, I'm gonna fight you back type rape, and then it turns into like Kagetera's kind of actually into it, kind of rape. And then it turns into Kagetera crying because now Kagetera is getting all these memories and feeling all these things, and it turns into that kind of rape. And then they come back from the whole trip and everything, and Kagetera is just like sheepish bitch boy, like doesn't know how to act around now. It's like everyone's wondering what happened to Kagetera. Why is he like that? And like the whole show is just like one big mindfuck and just like emotion game and everything. It's just, it really plays on character emotions and feelings and stuff. Especially since depending on which side actually resurrects you or sends you off whenever you die, you may be more influenced to have your spirit converted to the other side of the clan. So people who were married and lovers before get converted to enemy clans. Oh, well. Hello, gentlemen.
You.
To be! Look out!
My name is Adam. The aliens you seek are no longer here. They were wiped out centuries ago. By us. The machines.
Wiped out?
And who knows? Perhaps we'll wipe out the androids next. Machines are weapons capable.
Do we have to fight? Do we have to fight? Yeah, we have to
We
fight.
can grow. We can become aware. Eventually, the intelligence within our network began to surpass that of our creators. You'd probably be surprised at how quickly it happened.
You destroyed your own creators?
Oh, there's no need to fret about them. They were simple, infantile, almost like plants, I guess you'd say. They held no value to us. But the humans on the moon, now they are interesting.
Why them?
Because they are an enigma. They killed uncountable numbers of their own kind, and yet loved in equal measure. It's fascinating, don't you think? What could possibly drive such behavior? We have dedicated ourselves to unraveling this riddle of humanity. And now we will allow you to assist us. You were made in their image, after all.
Assist you with what?
Can I dodge him?
We need you to locate the humans on the moon and bring them to us. We will then dissect and analyze them in order to drag their secrets forth into the light. Surely you see the attraction in this.
Are you insane? We'd never do that! Can you believe this, 2B? This guy's bonkers.
Well, I suppose this concludes negotiations. The only remaining option is to destroy you. The same way we destroy.
I mean, well, bro, these ain't really like very plausible negotiations, since you know we're not really talking. We're just gonna sit there fighting.
Time grows short. This year, this is the fate that befell.
It
our
does.
race.
As for your beloved humans, I guess we'll see, won't we?
They're gone.
The question is, does it really constitute them as anything else?
The aliens were already dead.
Yeah. We better get back to the bunker.
So these were the aliens. It would have been interesting to see them before they died. Did they actually come here to destroy humanity, though? That's what I'm thinking.
Back this way again? What a pain.
Stop complaining.
Yeah.
Do you have better ideas, Niners?
2B, this is Operator 60.
We now have an operational transporter in the city ruins. We're attempting to deploy them at other points as well.
About time we had access to those.
Care to fill me in?
Transporters? They let you transfer your consciousness to a temporary body back in the bunker. I heard some tech guys talking about it a while ago, but I didn't know they'd finally got it working. Anyway, I'll mark the positional data on the map.
Transfer my consciousness to a temporary body. Why would I do that?
Hey, how's it hanging?
You again.
Your commander
Talking
told me to
about
build
giving me the
access
ability to
point,
transport
so
my consciousness
here
to
you
a
go.
temporary body on the
I got a
bunker.
stupid transporter up and ready
I'm
to
like,
go.
why would I want to do that?
Thank you?
I've known the commander for a while now. She sure is good at pawning work off on people. Next time you see her,
Okay.
give her some lip.
So isn't that what I've been doing?
Silvus
Or,
has a transporter now, huh?
huh.
Still, transporters are pretty handy. They're way fast. Flight
That's what I
units also
thought.
leave us
So,
open to attack.
yeah, whenever I
And they're
teleport to
expensive
the
operate,
bunker,
too.
it's just another body. I guess that was just a really bad way of them explaining that I can do that wherever I want now. Yeah. I mean, it was normal to me too, but what I was like, they explained it as if I've never done it before. I'm like, I've been visiting the bunker and back a lot. I really love how they're disguised as vending machines. Which is hilarious because I guess like if a robot has a memory of vending machines taking their money. This machine on break creeped me out the first time I saw it.
Hold on. This is one of the places in that resistance member's photographs. Better record the coordinates.
Have I already told? I don't think I've talked to her yet. One of Jean Paul's followers. Ah, yeah, I haven't talked to her yet.
This is exhausting. He doesn't care at all about anyone but himself. And yet his followers just keep talking about how great he is. What's the point of all this? And what's he even getting out of it?
Maybe you should ask him.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm. Mm. Yeah. I don't know. I've always found some kind of allure to that kind of thing as well. That's like the whole like the manga that I was telling you about with Kagetra and Naue. I just found that to be like extremely romantic. Just twisted, but it's the fact is that twisted because he loves that person that much to do something like this. It's like you could be. I could be too. But self-control and all that though. It's self-control and all that though. I've been tempted. Oh, you're good. Hey, why do they bleep Jean Paul's name? Whenever they try to say Jean Paul, they bleep it. Like when they vocally try to say it. I wonder if it's because your androids don't have data on human languages and like accent enunciations and stuff, so they don't have the data on it, so they can't say it. Jump all off the letter.
Well, he's nothing if not consistent. A weirdo right to the very end. I wonder if all his followers being female had something to do with his weirdness. Did the human sexes interact with each other like this?
Who knows?
How do you say it? I know Jean is like, that's what I didn't know. I didn't understand how Paul was said. Okay. Oh, let's to seek the truth of the world. Throw that trash away. Okay. You dick. The operative. Pretty sure too. Sounds a lot like him. Right? It's very cute. Reminds me of this game reminds me a lot of Saga Frontier, actually. There was an area in Saga Frontier that was like a bio-research lab. But all the scientists were little kids and teenagers and stuff because the race that inhabits that planet aged very, very slowly. So, but it was colonized to a point where like typical humans and everything like established businesses and laboratories and stuff, and they were working out of human laboratories and stuff to basically just work on experiments on biogenetics and things like that. So the music was really like kitty and really like cute and everything, and all this little scientist kids, well, they didn't like, a lot of them couldn't get the clothes the size right on their lab coats and everything because just the way that they age and the sizes and stuff. Why do a lot of people keep dying here? But just because of sizes and stuff and everything. So you have a bunch of... But, so, like, their lab coats are usually, like, really big. And, like, really flowy, and the sleeves are oversized and stuff. So you just see, like, a bunch of kids and, like, teenagers and stuff running around with, like, really flowy, oversized, dragging behind them lab coats. It was all this really, like, cute, kitty music and stuff like that. What? I take it that was your child.
What was all that about?
No idea.
Oh, you'll see. Yep, that was definitely your child. You're welcome. But like, what they don't tell you in the middle of all this like cutesy stuff and everything like that is they've been kind of fucked up because of the experiments they've been doing, and they've been exposed to their own serums and stuff, and they've been actually mutating and everything. And sometimes when they experience certain emotions, they mutate and turn into horrible, horrible beasts and creatures that try to kill you.
Mother has a child, eh? It's surprising to see them form familial units like that.
Is that them on the bridge?
Let us examine their brain circuits if we bring the kid home.
Your scientific curiosity is getting out of hand, 9S.
Joking, I'm joking. Mostly.
But like, so you'll talk to them, and then one of them will be like, they'll just start having a flash of like a motor or something like that. Like, you talk to one of them, and all of a sudden he stops in the middle of the sentence, and he starts talking about he wants his mom. He wants to go home. Why is he here? And then he starts horking over, and he turns into his horrible beast, and then like combat scene starts, and you have to fight him. So it goes from everybody's like really cutesy and like it's really cutesy and like nice area and everything with all these kids and stuff, to all these kids may be cutesy and nice and everything, but they're walking time bombs ready to slay me at the moment's notice. This is an old game. This is like PlayStation 2 game. Actually, no, this is like PlayStation 1. Everything about this game is so emotional. Even the way those giant robots die kind of make me feel bad. They just kneel and just look up at the sky. That's a very good question. Oh, is it not unlocked now? Uh-oh. Right.
Report. No damage detected.
I really wonder what's up with these glowing flowers. Ah. Really? Hmm. That's what I figured. So is he gathering it for the dog? Yeah. That is interesting. Hmm. Did you see an oasis out there in that desert? I have to go out there. Definitely not. You seem to be enunciating that very well. Those suicide bombers made their point the first time. Hmm? There's bigger ones. Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, screw that. I'm good. Oh, that 2B booty on the back of that moose. It really would. Have I found a thing? I have found a thing out here. This is more fun. Moose, we are way out of your bottom at this point. Not if you can't find any water. Don't worry, if I leave your side, it will probably be because you're dead. This box, though. I gotta keep pushing. Why did you knock me off the moose? Look. Moose! No! I didn't mean to damage my moose! Moose! Wilson! Wilson! Wilson, no! Wilson! You're not mad at me, right? We're still friends, right? Yeah. Wilson. Oh, why you keep knocking me off, Wilson? So can I keep pushing out there? But I just can't do it with it. Oh, sucks. Interested in that. Oh.
This place looks familiar. Oh, right. It's from that woman's photograph. I'll be sure to get her the coordinates.
Why did you die out here? Duh. That's what I thought, but I always thought there was like some kind of death context to it, but I guess not. To be made, I'm too thirsty.
Commencing fishing. Bite detected.
Hmm.
Complete.
No, no, no. We're gonna at least throw in 3 more reels.
Catch lost.
Oh.
Report. Success.
I think I lost it.
Catch lost.
Yeah, that was my issue in Final Fantasy. What?
Report. Unknown object.
Okay then. No clue. How be investigate. You find interesting things.
Report. Fresh.
I also found that fishing in the sewers and getting tires, each tire sells for 1.5 thousand. Feel free.
Report. Fresh.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. I definitely would be attracted to that. I don't think so.
Report. Fresh.
Honestly, probably easier to say what I'm not into. I said, honestly, it would be easier to say what I'm not into. I definitely would. That's always been something that, like, has always turned me on. Never happened before, but it has always kind of been a thing. It's so attractive that you actually could say that and not have, like, any kind of qualm about it. This desert's messing with me. That's a good one. Alright, let's see what that thing was that I got. Yeah. Oh, it was delivered. It was a beetlefish. How much does it sell for? I can't tell from there. Interesting. Yeah. I think I've seen that actually. I just didn't think that I could fish there. Beetlefish, such an odd creature. Splash, this is a stinger. Who are you? What you do? Oh, you level 6. Right. Wilson! Wilson, are you out here still? You're not Wilson. None of you are Wilson. What's that? What's that? What the fuck is this? Oh! What the fuck? What the fuck? A meal? That's a meal? Are these a meal's teeth? This is one hell of an Easter egg. Well, you're welcome for that. Oh no, that'd be his hideout though. Just like, yeah, so I'm living somewhere deep underground. All of a sudden come to this. Yes, I'm not hiding here where all my giant faces are. No sign of a meal here. Why would you ever think I'd sit here? It might be because some of these look like they could open and lead into something. You know how fucking horrified I was? Know how horrifying that is? What's this giant rock come over to the other side? Big, grinning, toothy face looking at you. Like, if my parents were not asleep, I would have just screamed at the top of my lungs, "What the fuck is that?" As long as he's not that giant, I'll be fine. Okay. Fucking giant. I literally expected, me to have enough time to process that I'm looking at a giant face, and then it to pull itself up out of the ground and come to eat me. Don't know. You really can't. They could. Well, you want to do that with another person, or would you want to just RP it out between ourselves? Definitely have not, but I guess I keep forgetting that I've always looked at it as an RP thing and in character thing, so I've never made the correlation as far as Yeah, that's still something that I talked to her about because I still don't know if how she'd feel about it. That just in case. That would definitely be something that Amara would probably get into. Actually, that absolutely would be something that Amara would get into. Especially when she's taking the physical restrictions off of herself. I'm still perfecting the outfit for her in light of her taking those restraints off. Oh, that's true. Yeah. So I'm guessing really the only thing to do now is progress. Ah, yes. Straight to the left after you enter into the desert area. Yeah. This game does inspire me to make a character or creature. Not exactly within this realm, but within some kind of like, with some features of characters and things in this realm. I would love to RP in that. I also like the main thing. I really want to make a character that like uses that whole "this cannot continue" thing. I did for a moment, and then I saw that because I heard the board, and then I saw the palm trees, and I was like, "Wait, what? Wait, what? Oh, that's the save point that they're like pounding up." Buddy, buddy, calm down, calm down, calm down. Okay, we good? We good? Are we okay? Are we okay? Yeah. Wilson number 2. Wilson, I want you. Will, calm down. Start there. Oh yeah, my inbox is a thing. Okay, nothing to it. What the fuck? Oops. I'm very spatially aware. Hey, you wearing one of those dresses? You got booty to match? Just you're a soldier. It's probably catching up to me. Mm. Now, just because it says you're her soldier, it just means that they haven't been properly identified. I mean, it might be like a nudge to that. Huh. Mm. Oh, I can mix the characters. I have a character that's based off of a character from a video game called Bedman. And Bedman is literally like this guy that's like basically trapped in like he doesn't age, so he's basically a teenager forever. And he's strapped to this basically a bed. But it's like a bed that he's like mechanically engineered and like altered, and basically his intellect is so powerful that if he constantly like tries to think and function consistently in conjunction with each other, then it basically exhausts his body and just shorts his body out. So what he does is he will plug his brain up to the bed, and the bed fights for him basically. Hence the name Bedman. And like, I just thought about the fact that I can like have a bed that's like mechanically engineered and everything like that. And let's say if like he overstresses or duresses himself too much, like have the bed start freaking out like Exorcist style and bouncing up and down, and just have him like shouting and screaming, "This cannot continue," like that. I actually wonder who that is in this, if it's somebody that we know that's in the stream with us.
No response. Complete. Commencing fishing.
Oh, hold on. She should be sleeping, getting some rest. Actually, what she really should be doing is like going to see a consistent doctor. Holy crap. What is that? I think I did. Oil sardine, yep. That is an interesting fish.
Report. Purpose unknown.
Oh, is that a battery? It's a battery. Huh. Just throwing a grimoire into the ocean, and I mean into an oil spill, and pulling got fish.
Hypothesis.
Another battery.
Garbage.
Hypothesis. Garbage. I like they acknowledge it as a hypothesis. I was about to say they seem like, in comparison to the thing that you told me, like a paler image of whites rather than like a comparative thing to the real thing.
Report. Fresh. Report. Unknown object.
I bet nine this is just in here like, why does this bitch fish so much? Just sit here, do nothing. So he's 2B's JT. Well, mentally speaking, I think 2-ply toilet paper is more useful than JT. That's what is JT in the chat. Just hear deep eternal weeping from across the globe. Just hear it over the stream. Oh, 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 oh.
No response.
That JT cries ugly. But JT cries like a bad actor. No.
Hypothesis.
Everyone in the non-view community thinks that I'm L. L. From Death Note. Because no one's ever seen my face. Only people have ever heard my voice. And everyone thinks that I'm like Japanese and live in Osaka and like do nothing but calculate and collect data on people all day, every day. And they think that I'm like some type of hacker or something like that. I wish I looked like that. One day, so one day I will look comparative.
Fresh.
No, thank you so very much. What if people just start walking up out of this oil? Like, what if they just start walking up out of the oil towards 2B? Let me get out of here before my mind starts going. That would be kind of hot. The cave machine. Yeah, I'm trying to find the one near the freaking one. Yep, resistance cap. I wanted to sell some of this stuff. I wonder if your agents ever come up to you with machines like, "To me, stop hogging it. I need it." Yeah, apparently, after the opera incident. Yeah. Like, you really don't understand, like, that baby carriage thing, after that, and then seeing the baby the robot throwing the tantrum on the floor, I literally was just in shock and frozen, and those two things were the only thing I could look at. Well, I'm really kind of upset that I was that just thrown off to the point where I didn't notice an orgy happening. I'm gonna have to go back and look at it. Right. I'm glad they snuck that into. That's not the origin. All of that booty. Goodness fucking gracious, that. I'm trying to get on the screen for the queue. Q, you're messing up my queue. You're messing up my queue. Can't relief. Q. Don't make me press the no button to be. Self-destruct button. I don't think 9S will appreciate it that much. Let me get out of this video. All that booty! Right. Oh, I'm just gonna spawn back with clothes now that I think about it, though. No, I won't. I shall run. I shall take the long road. Wilson? Wilson! Wilson! Hi ho, Silver! Oh, hey! Wilson, I don't know how well you're gonna take this. Wilson, no! I shall take this meat from you, Wilson, and I shall consume of it, and you shall become a part of me. Okay, so do what? Oh, stand. Do I have to go out to the bunker or what? I guess I have to go back to the bunker? I can't tell what my main quest is. Maybe let's check out the bunker and see. Yeah, the bunker, that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna see what they have to say real quick.
That concludes our report on the events surrounding the alien wreckage. Then they were dead this whole time.
The Council of Humanity needs time to formulate a plan. Until then, this information must be kept confidential. Speak of it to no one.
Of course.
Your next mission is to gather additional intel on the individual known as Pascal.
You mean that freaky machine we ran into?
This order comes directly from the
Something
council.
freaky about that
Knowledge
machine.
of such
Machine just wants to live in
individuals
peace.
is essential for the success of future missions. Understood.
I don't trust you, baby. Oh, where's the operator? You've got mail.
Yeah.
I never told you I wanted to wear
She was a
clothes.
slave driver, huh? And now we have to go back to the city ruins.
Ah! The story of how 2B ended everything because she had a fit over wearing clothes. Literally kill everyone in the bunker just strictly off of a fit of whoever told you I wanted to wear clothes. That's hilarious. Oh my god. The W ending? This is great. That's great. That's real good. That's real good. I just can't help but just picture famous last words. Hilarious. You'd come to the bunker and just see a dead body in the middle of the bunker like, what? Who died?
That concludes our report on the events surrounding
Read the message. Bitch, who told you I wanted to wear clothes?
the Council of Humanity needs time to formulate a plan. Until then, this information must be kept confidential. Speak of it to no one. Of course, your next mission is to gather additional intel on the individual known as Pascal.
You mean that freaky machine we ran into?
This order comes directly from the Council. Knowledge of such unique individuals is essential for the success of future missions. Understood.
Hilarious. Just knowing an alternate universe somewhere in the multiverse to be destroyed everybody because she didn't want to wear clothes.
Commander sure is a slave driver, huh?
Oh, that was great. It's fucking great. I love this game. Yeah. The worst thing is, I wanted to do this at the beginning. I wanted to do it at the beginning because in my head, I was like, I opted not to turn on my self-destruct at the beginning. Why can't I talk to the operator? I opted not to turn on self-destruct at the beginning, and 9S bitched at me about it. And then I kept opting not to do it, and he kept bitching at me about it, and eventually I turned it on, and then I turned it back off, and finally he let it go. Like he said, he'll just not tell anybody about it, but he doesn't advise it. And as I stepped out of my room for a moment, I just looked at him, and I was just like, You want self-destruct? Okay, I'll show you what's wrong with having self-destruct. Just self-destruct in the middle of the space station. Like, I just looked at him like, I will show you why I advise not to have self-destruct. I missed it. What? I don't think so. When he said he wishes 2B would just blow him away, I don't think he meant like that. The worst thing is, when I self-destructed, I literally thought about it, and like as the explosion like went, I thought to myself, wouldn't the explosion of that rate actually like blow a hole in the space station and cause a collapse? And then it brought that up, and I was just like, well. Hilarious. Can I fly this? I can fly it, right? Oh. It kills me like how fast they wrote the credits. Like, yeah, that just happened. Nah, that's what a philosophical journey in the middle of this. Nah, that's just like, you know what? Walk off. I'm texting Allie, and she's acting like she doesn't understand like the whole issue with any of the things that like just happened. But she just doesn't see what's wrong with her like just leaving the party the way she did. And she said like she talked and everything. And I'm like, you didn't really talk. You were quiet. And she was like, well, I just left and I just went to sleep and I just turned my phone off on silent and just rolled over and laid down. I was just like, yeah, but do you see the problem with that? Like, where if that was anyone else, like if I just went and did that, you would know something was wrong and you would like be upset that I turned my phone off and just ignored everybody. Oh no, I'm about to get into it. I'm just right now. I'm too tired to get into it. Really just wish people would be as straightforward as they want people to be with them. Oh my goodness, you scared the shit out of me. Friggin' Wilson. We're gonna do this the right way, Wilson. Why do I get experience for blowing away non-nets? Oh, I know. No, I don't want to talk to you, non-nets. You find a way. You find a way. You're doing it. Yes.
2B here.
The monitoring signal from the new access point has gone silent. I'm sending you the positional data. Please investigate the site as soon as possible.
Understood.
Ow! You rude motherfucker.
Careful, 2B.
Who's saying help?
Picking up hostiles.
It's not important right now. Where was he yelling from?
Over there.
Look at that. Not love.
Easy there, little guy.
I'm off for the next
It's
2
all right.
days.
You weren't scared.
We should leave before more enemies arrive.
Yeah, but Monday.
Come on, kid. Don't. Any ideas, 2B? I've never dealt with a snot-nosed machine before.
As I do with you.
You got me.
Uh-oh. More enemies incoming.
I'm glad.
I'm on it.
Of course. Okay. Night. You too.
Are you finished? Your mother is worried about you. She sent us here to find you. So quit with the whining and let us take you home already.
Hey, did he not make it all the way around the corner?
Stay close, all right? Don't go wandering off. She sure was. So let's go home and have you apologize, all right?
wonder when you'll come to the party.
Okay, that should be everything we need to repair the machine.